Today we will start with the chapter 1, the tissue. As maybe you're sitting in a room is made up of the four walls, and these four walls are made up of the bricks and cement. So then we can say bricks are the basic unit of the room. Means we can say room is made up of the bricks and cement and etc. But the bricks are mainly basic unit. Same way, all the living organism, they are made up of the cells. We can say cells are the basic unit of the life. So then some organisms are just made up of a one cell, means single cell. They are called the unicellular organism. In that organism, all the life processes mean like we can say respiration, excretion, digestion, all the processes are going on with the help of a single cell. But in some organism, they are made up of many cells, and then that are called the multicellular organism. And in that organism, different functions are performed by different groups of the cells. So then we can say in that organism, groups of cells are there. So group of cells which are similar in structure and perform a specific function, means only one important function together, that is called the tissues. Okay, tissue, group of different tissues together, they make the organs, and different organs together which work out together to carry out a specific function, that is called the organ system. And different organ systems together, they make a organism. So same way, organism means it can be any animal, it may be also, same way plants are also living. Plants, they are also made up of the cells. Then cells mean plants, mainly we can say they are containing two types of tissue. One is the meristematic, second is the permanent. Meristematic, as from the name is concerned, they are multiplying in the numbers. Means these meristematic tissue, they contain the group of cells which are dividing continuously and produce more cells. So that is why the cells which perform the meristematic tissue are small, thin walled cells are there, and they have capacity to divide. And we can say these are mainly responsible for the growth of a plant. And then baby plant generally, they contain the meristematic tissue because they have to grow. But in the mature plants, these meristematic tissue, they are found at the tip of a stem, or maybe tip of a root also we can say, at the downside, or at the tip of the branches where the growth is going on, which is present at the tip. They are called the apical meristem, which are present at the tip. They are called the apical meristem, which are present on the sides. We can say responsible for the thickness of the plant. They are called the lateral meristem, which are responsible for the thickness of the stem. They are called the lateral meristem, or we can say cambium also. Then second is a permanent tissue. So permanent tissue means which assume the permanent shape, means their shape and size cannot be changed, they cannot divide. That is called the permanent tissue. So on the basis of their position, permanent tissue, they are of two types, simple permanent and the complex permanent. Simple permanent, they again divide into three types: parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Parenchyma cells, they are oval, spherical or polygonal in shape. Their cell walls are thin and there is space between the cells, means we can say intercellular spaces are there between the cells. And then the main function is to store food and water. And the stems and roots, generally parenchyma tissue are present in these two organs. Second one is the collenchyma. These are thick-walled, elongated or with tapering ends. So then type of cells are here, and these we can say sometimes when we see the transverse section, they look circular or oval. And then the no intercellular spaces are there. And then if the some space is there, that is deposit with the substance that is called the pectins. And these are found in the stems and the petiole of the leaves. They provide flexibility and support. Third one is the sclerenchyma. Sclerenchyma, it is made up of dead cells that is packed together. And then they have a elongated and pointed ends. In that, cell wall is thick due to a substance lignin. Okay, this lignin makes the cell strong and fibrous as well as it protected from the decomposition. These parenchyma are found in the stem and the veins of the leaves and they provide strength to the plant body. Complex permanent tissue. There are two types, xylem and phloem. Both are related to the transport of material in the plants. Means they help to transport water and food. Xylem. It mainly transports the water from roots to the leaves. And then it is made up of the dead cells. Only we can say parenchymatous cells, they are the living ones. Other tracheids or basils or the stalagmites, these all are the dead cells. So we can say they look like a tube-like structures. Cells are joined with each other and they making a tube-like structure which help to transfer water to a up, means like a long pipe. And xylem, it runs to the center of the stem. And then second one is the phloem. Phloem is mainly responsible for the transport of food from leaves to the other parts of the plant because food is prepared in the leaves. From leaves to it reach to the other parts by the phloem. And then phloem made up of the living cells that is called the seed cells and the companion cells. They are also associated with the parenchymatous and the stalagmites cells. Seed cells also join with each other and they also make a long tube, but some were present perforated plates, means some plates are present in between them which is containing some pores. Through these pores the food is passes. And then both together, xylem and phloem, together they make the vascular bundle.